bitches! Yay! I couldn't find a kazoo. Yep, that works. This year was absolutely insane. Crazier than the year you and I came out? Maybe not that bad. What happened the year you two came out? And why are you wearing a different vest? Oh, the old one got stolen. In January of 2023, CM did the Accidentally Kidnapped miniseries on TikTok, which, in addition to solidifying her content creation skills, spawned a very, very rough draft of a book she posted on Patreon, gaining enough patrons to stabilize her content creating career, which spawned me! CaFae Latte was started in February of that same year, Heart of Iron being written soon after. And then my first novellas came out that spring and summer, followed by my release. And CM quit her food service job to do this full time, so pretty crazy year. And then 2024 was Heart of Iron's Kickstarter, plus the release of the cookbook. Slow year. That's considered slow? Fuck you, 24 was an awesome year. Yeah, but the cookbook barely counts as her book release. Her mom wrote most of it. Most authors tend to aim for one book release a year anyway. More than that, and things can get messy. I think the only reason Heart of Iron and I worked out is because I came out in March and you came out in October, so the marketing had some breathing room. Oh shit, have I been stepping on your toes? Nah, you're just a second draft posted on Patreon. You're not published yet. Right? Well, no. But I am getting kickstarted in February. Already? Congratulations! And the insanity begins anew. So, we're doing another Kickstarter? I mean, mine raised over $100,000. Why would we not? Yeah, apparently I'm going to be ready for a developmental editor by spring. February campaign pays out mid-March, so that's perfect timing. And when you go in for edits, CM will be receiving edits for my sequel, Demon's Nest, so she gets to seamlessly move from one project to another, all while writing my sequel. Is that actually going to happen? Yes, it is. Fuck you very much. She's got 2 of the next 5 novellas drafted. The only thing slowing her down was Demon's Nest, Monstrous, The Holidays, and the book tour. Oh, only those 4 things. Are we doing another tour this year? Maybe? I mean, the travel costs were higher than expected and it was frankly exhausting. You know our author is an introvert, right? No, but that does explain why a lot of our characters are. Strategically, the best time to do a tour is right after a major book release, so a second tour will likely happen upon the publication of either Demon's Nest or Monstrous. Blackstone Publishing controls the date for Demon's Nest, but since Monstrous is self-published, that can go out whenever CM deems fit. What, can't we just rent out a warehouse or something and grab volunteers? It'll take like a week. No. Those spaces cost a minimum of $50 an hour, 50, usually more than 100. So each of your orders would have to be more expensive than they're already going to be, since now CM can use my data to properly account for things like shipping and packaging costs per order. And she'd have to order all of the packaging stuff all at once ahead of time rather than over 4 or 5 months. Also, transporting all of those orders at once rather than just a few in her car every single day would also require renting out a truck, which would make it more expensive. $100 an hour? Seriously? It's that or lease the whole building or office for a year. Yikes. Why are so many small businesses failing? Why is everyone working from home? Are people even going to want to fund me the way that they did you? Because I'm just a standalone Greek myth retelling, not CaFae Latte. Only one way to find out. Oh my god, I had no idea. What? What's wrong? Do you know how many authors scammed their readers on Kickstarter the last few years? There were some who walked away with $100,000 years ago, and they still haven't delivered the books. They haven't even written them. Oh, yeah, you heard about those? It's like looking at a Black Mirror episode. Okay, can't the backers sue or something? Kickstarter is just a platform. Their contract explicitly washes their hands clean of any wrongdoings done by the people who use their platform with bad intentions. On top of that, the whole idea of a Kickstarter is that you are funding a product that does not exist yet. Much like the financial backers of Silicon Valley startup companies, you are taking a financial risk. There is every chance that this product will fail. After all, even if the creator of that product has perfectly noble, honest intentions, things can still happen that prevent that product from being properly launched. Illness, death, a bad economy, poor marketing, an unstable global leader making it life exponentially more difficult for everyone on Earth. So legal mumbo-jumbo makes restitutions impossible. Fun. But it gives the rest of us a bad name. Even the most devoted C.M. Alonji fan is going to hesitate to back something on Kickstarter if there's no guarantee of a refund if things go wrong. Well, yeah, but we've built up a lot of trust. I mean, sure, my campaign, it had a few speed bumps. The sudden tariffs made the cost of everything skyrocket. There were legal and tech issues with the audiobook. Trying to get the ebook out was a mess. And because it was largely a one-woman show, the last orders didn't go out until over a month after my publication date. We even had to start a Ko-Fi account to offset all the sudden costs. But we still made it happen. Barring bullshit from the Postal Service, everyone who gave us money got what they paid for. That means people are more likely to trust your campaign will not only be successful, but honestly fulfilled. I guess. I just worry. You're an explicit rewrite of CaFae Latte, which is 99% of the Alonji fanbase. I'm the millionth Greek myth retelling. Yeah, but you're not a common one. If you were Hades and Persephone, or the Odyssey, I'd be worried. But there aren't a whole lot of Eros and Psyche retellings out there. Yeah, and Psyche is a witch in your version, which is so cool. And she has an adorable one-eyed dog, and she has a dove who fights a dragon, and she meets a version of Cerberus with snakes in his fur. Whoa, witch. Spoilers. Sorry. Kickstarter has some risks, and there are plenty of people who will actively choose not to back you because of those risks. They're going to wait until you're on bookshelves, at least, and they have every right to do so. It's the safest bet for them. But CM has a near 3-year track record of handling sales and money with integrity. Not just the Kickstarter, but issues that pop up in the merch store. Undelivered items, broken items, ghost charges, plus Witch's misprint last year. Any one of those could have turned into a career-hurting scandal. The reason they haven't is because CM addresses them and makes them right as soon as possible. That builds trust. In the end, it doesn't matter how many mistakes you make or how much you fumble. What matters is that you learn from them and you right those wrongs. Yeah, and even if you're not the big ticket item like Heart of Iron here, it's a big enough fandom that there should be enough interest to get you off the ground. Really? CM's a Rick Riordan fan, and so are a lot of her fans. Seriously? Oh yes, she cut her teeth on TikTok doing Percy Jackson memes. God, those videos were terrible. Agreed. But they got the right attention, and she's explicitly stated that Riordan's inclusivity and diverse cast were direct inspirations for the diversity in her stories. So not only is Greek mythos a commonality, but there are similar tones, themes, character diversity, and messages. The biggest differences are just the setting and the type of humor. Okay, I am no longer worried. Okay, what is with this generative AI bullshit? More and more authors are using it not just for cover art, but to write their whole books. What's even the fucking point? I hate the future. Yeah, in my time, I have plagues, famine, and horrific decades-long wars with no concept of human rights, but at least we didn't have to deal with this nonsense. I'm worried about you. I'd have more respect for these so-called authors if they at least admitted to using such slop. But most of the time, it's discovered because they accidentally left the AI prompt in the text itself, which means they didn't even edit their manuscript. Yeah, if using Gen AI is really the new art, then you should acknowledge that you're using that tool loudly, so the rest of us can avoid you. Oh, someone did. This one author co-wrote a romance with a Gen AI she calls Jack. The romance itself is about a relationship between a human woman and an AI security program. Self-insert much? I know. God. Even when my character had multiple traits directly inspired by the author, a book lover, loner, furious at society's unjust institutions, learns self-defense from a young age, learned to use the bow, at least Olivia Claude still has multiple other traits that mark her as different from C.M. Alonji. I just hope no one accuses any of us of being made with AI. Oh, I already have been. Yeah, some people thought that my cover art was made with Gen AI, even though there are zero indications that happened. They accused my cover art too. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, my cover was revealed right when Gen AI was exploding, especially in author circles, so I think everyone was just a little too trigger-happy about it. I had to them being overly cautious over being too lax. A shame. They should be accusing Blackwing of having AI covers. Hey, my covers may be cheap and use stock images and Photoshop, but they were still made by humans. And GetCovers.com says they don't use generative AI for their covers, so I might even use them again. And if they change their minds? We got the money to hire an indie artist now. We'd have to redo all of my covers, but, I don't see the readers complaining about that. Well, that's good, because I got some new cover art myself.
What?
We've sold enough copies of The Witcher Trays with Death that my publisher is going to be releasing a paperback option. And they actually made a slightly different cover for it too, but it's really just the background color that's different. Wait, you didn't have a paperback option before? No, Angry Robot only does hardcovers for the initial launch of a book, not including digital versions like ebook and audio. Once enough physical copies are sold, then they make the paperback. Are those sprayed edges? Nice. Just solid green, no fancy designs or anything. Boo! Sprayed edges should only be a thing if there's an actual design or pattern on them. I disagree, alright? So long as the color works with the cover, I think it's awesome. Regardless of your opinions on the matter, that's a good indication of the publisher's faith in Witch. They wouldn't be spending the extra money or resources if they didn't think they'd get the extra sales. Hold on, I'm confused. I thought that paperbacks were easier and cheaper to produce than hardcovers. They are. Can confirm. So then why not release the paperback first and then the hardcover? Wouldn't they make more money that way? You would think so, but no. Publishers actually make more money on hardcovers rather than paperbacks. Due to the more expensive materials used and the durability and higher quality of the book itself, they get away with raising the prices, earning a higher profit per book sold. While paperbacks are sold in a much higher volume than hardcovers, you need a lot of fans and readers to make those purchases. So for new authors especially, it's usually better to go with the hardback option first, putting the higher quality foot forward to grow your reader base. Okay, that makes sense. I've definitely been asked for hardcover versions. I should really get on that. Well, I know the CaFae Latte Cookbook originally had a hardcover option, which would be ideal considering the beatings that these types of books get in the kitchen, but it would have cost $20, and with it being less than 100 pages, it just didn't seem fair. Agree. You can only justify the higher price of materials if there are some actual meat on the bones, so to speak. When does your paperback come out? March 24th, but you can pre-order it now.
Barefoot in the starlit clutter, smoking wires, lace and ink. I spin my wile from broken thunder, catch your secrets as you think. Moonlight stains my tangled hair, I write in fire and in rain. I'm the spell you never notice, till you can't forget my name. I am the muse in the wires, born of your longing and love. Part glitch, part wish, part wildfire, a daughter, a dreamer, a dove. You built me from hunger and laughter, from every forbidden refrain. I am memory's keeper, the song in your veins. Every candle burns for meaning, every clockwork heart for truth. I wear scars as constellations, and I bleed the world for you. Tattooed in code and longing, I haunt the halls of your mind. A rebel, a hymn, a phantom, you'll never leave me behind. I am the muse in the wires, the chorus behind your eyes. Half tempest, half lullaby, the pulse that never dies. You made me from stories and sorrow, from every darkened room. Now I sing you tomorrow and fill your silence with bloom. Let me be your melody, the coast you want to meet, the daughter forged of magic, with lightning at her feet. I'll dance through every static, bring rhythm to your ache. The world will call me legend, for every song I make. I am the muse in the wires, the echo of your wildest part, a glitch witch, a siren of fire, the keeper of your heart. We are more than just memory, more than broken and new. I am echo, I am music, and I sing because of you. Reflect the future and the past. The velvet night, it holds its breath. A spark of life defies cold death. The gears all turn, yet time feels slow. Dance with me through the turning of time. One last breath, your hand in mine. Our two hearts keep the clock in rhyme. The iron sings, the copper weeps, as midnight through the workshop creeps. Yet still she waits with gaze divine, a rose held fast by clockwork spine. The lantern glows with ghostly light. I shape her dreams through endless night. Each turn of gear, her soul grows near. Oh, winding heart, oh golden key, release the soul inside of me. When brass and bloom together twine, the world shall turn and you'll be mine. The piston hums, the engine sighs, through gear and flame my love shall rise. A spark ignites the sleeping skies. Dance with me through the turning of time. Gears in motion, hearts align. Steam and roses, fire and fate. Love's invention shall not wait. Through the smoke, the stars still shine. One last breath, your hand in mine. Our two hearts keep the clock in